Welcome back to my channel, everybody. This past weekend I got a chance to see the newest film, Despicable Me 4. In this film, somebody that really hates Gru is sent to a maximum security prison, and upon breaking out and exacting revenge against Gru, Gru must go into witness protection with his family and hide while the government tries to hunt down this person that really hates him. While in confinement, he must blend in with society and not be so weird and evil, and he has to act like a nice guy, and this poses a challenge for him while his wife has to go and pretend to be a hairdresser, his kids have to go to school and pretend to be somebody that they're not. Gru does get to take some of the minions with him, but most of them get shipped off to a federal facility where some of them will get picked to become superheroes in this new super soldier program that the government is running there. This program is started at this government facility so that when Gru is out there hunting down villains, his now superhero minions can assist him in the fight against crime. That being said, what did I think about this movie? Well, it's a really funny, mediocre film, honestly. And what I mean by that is the story really wasn't that good. It has some parts to it that are good. Like, there is this subplot where Gru is trying to win over the approval and the affection of his son, and his son just wants nothing to do with him, and I thought that that was really sweet. I also really liked anytime minions are on screen, and I mean like any time, any scene that the minions are on screen, I was legit hysterical laughing. However, when it cuts back to this story of them in witness protection and Gru just having to be normal, I wasn't entertained at all. I thought it was really lackluster. I thought the writing was pretty weak, and I thought the villain in this movie was super underdeveloped and just ridiculously silly. And I know, it is a kid's movie, but after seeing something like Inside Out 2, where, and although Anxiety isn't the villain, she is the protagonist. No, she's the antagonist. She's so well done and well developed, and there's so many animated movies where the villains are just these misunderstood characters. So when you have someone that's just so unlikable and over the top, you get no backstory to them, there's no character development, I just thought the villain was really weak here. I also thought there was another subplot that has to do with a little girl. It's actually the neighbor of Gru in this new neighborhood that they live in. I didn't like her at all. I thought that that whole subplot was stupid, and I understand why they did it. It's because they wanted Gru to go somewhere and retrieve something, and they needed something to push him there to do that. And even the thing that they go to get, I wound up liking. It's just that little girl being able to kind of do what she did to get Gru to go with her on this quest that they go on. I'm just like, that would never happen to the original Gru. Gru is supposed to be a villain, a bad guy. He has edge. People can't boss him around. And he really, by this movie, lost his edge in this franchise, where he just seems like the shell of the man that he used to be. All the villainousness, is that a word, is stripped out of him by now. And yeah, like, of course, even in the first one, he does slowly become the good guy, but the thing that made Gru so captivating as a character is he's a bad guy doing good things, which is another reason why something like The Suicide Squad is so popular. It's seeing this guy that wants to be bad fight with this inner turmoil of also having to be good for his family now that he loves. And you just don't get that anymore. It's just this sad version of Gru, in my opinion. But like I said, all the stuff here with him trying to win over the approval of his son, I thought was really good. All the stuff with the minions, I thought was hysterical. Honestly, the minions really saved this movie for me. It's insane that they are as funny as they are. It's so slapstick and so silly, but they're so cute, and they're always put in situations that just works, and it just makes you laugh. I also think all the stuff with the minions becoming superheroes was really funny, because they're clearly making fun of Marvel at this point. I mean, you got the one that's stretchy like Mr. Fantastic. You got the one that's like all rock-like, like the Thing from Fantastic Four. You got the one that could fly, which you could say is any flying superhero. It's just really funny, and seeing them go out and patrol the streets and try and like save cats in trees and stuff, but fail epically like they always do. It's just so funny. If it wasn't for those cute little guys, I would honestly probably give this movie like a 3 or a 4, but because they're in it and I have such a blast watching it while they're doing their slapstick stuff off on the side, I'm going to give this movie a 6, just barely passable. If you love the Minions and you love the Minions movie and you love just that aspect of all of these films, I suggest you go and see it, and I think you'll have a good time. But if the going force to get you to see these movies is the story, or your love of Gru as a character, I think you're going to be kind of disappointed here. Anyway, guys, I hope I gave you a reason to go to the movies this week. If I have, I'd love to talk about it in the comments down below. If you like my stuff, please like, subscribe to the channel. I would love to grow it and create a bigger audience and more stuff to talk about, more of like a daily conversation about just all movie topics, kind of like the John Campea show. He is retiring in a year, so I want to create an environment where we can all continue to do that as a community. And anyway, guys, as always, I hope you have a great week ahead of you, and I'll catch you next time.